Hi, my name is Sive and today is a very special day. It is Thanksgiving and I'm about to take you on my annual Thanksgiving vlog. This is the first video I ever made 5 years ago on my booktube channel, and I am very excited to say that we are going back to the cabin this year. So if you like bookish content and cozy cabins, stay tuned. It is going to be a lovely long weekend. We are about to leave here in a little bit and I will tell you later all of the things that I'm reading because I have yet to decide what I'm getting into on the car ride. But happy Thanksgiving and welcome to the video. Okay, we are on our way and I wanted to show you the book that I have been reading this past week. It's called The Long Game by Elena Armas, and my plan was to finish reading this before this trip, but alas. I've brought 2 other books with me that I will introduce to you when I finish The Long Game, and I'm not doing any reading right now. We're just in the car and we're gonna vibe for a little bit, maybe watch some of the football game. But when I get into the book, I will let you know. Okay, we are about an hour away from the cabin and I wanted to let you know that I have been reading The Long Game, and I had about 100 pages left and now I have about 40. So I'm not probably gonna finish this before we get to the cabin because when it gets really windy, I don't love to be reading just in case I get car sick. We are also probably about to lose service. The cabin itself does not have Wi-Fi and there's like maybe 1 or 2 spots that have service. Anyways, just want to let you know I have read about 60 pages so far. Yay me. Say hi. Hello and good morning. It's Friday morning. We got here safely last night and we hung out. We did some charcuterie board, cheese, like crackers, meat. It was really nice and just had some food, and then we chatted and I did read more of my book, and I am pleased to let you know I finished my first book of the weekend, The Long Game. I had 100 pages left of this, so I am counting it, but like I read the majority of it before I started this video. I absolutely loved this book and I do think it was right place, right time. I fear that I am obsessed with Cam. I love this love interest. It is a dual POV, which is very quickly becoming a non-negotiable for me in romance, especially contemporary romance. I like to hear from both of the people in the relationship. This is a slow burn and their relationship takes a good amount of time to come together. This is also a rom-com, so there is definitely like a lot of situations they are both put in, specifically our main character, Adeline. She is put in some crazy situations and it is very funny and it does feel like a little bit over the top sometimes and cheesy, stuff that would happen in a rom-com movie, and I think that was just what I needed at the time. Like, again, right book, right time. So I'm really happy. I'll be giving this a high rating. I don't know exactly how high. My heart right now says 5 stars. But I need to be critical and I don't know why. I can't just like turn around and say, this is a 5-star read. But I'm gonna think on this, but I really, really loved it and would highly recommend if you guys like contemporary romance to check this out. I went ahead and picked up another book last night and this is gonna be on my Kindle. I'm gonna read When the Wolf Came Home or Comes Home by Nat Cassidy, which is his new release in 2025. I've heard fantastic, very spooky, creepy things about this book, and I had put it on hold on my library, the ebook copy, and that came through before we came here, and so that's what I'm going to be reading next. I have another book with me that I would like to make progress in, and I'll tell you about that when I pick it up, but I actually have a mini book haul to bring to you, an unexpected gift from my sister-in-law. The Lonely Hearts Hotel is a book that's been on my radar pretty much since I started reading, and I'd never went out of my way to purchase it. It's a historical book about 2 twins who are incredibly talented. They get separated and then they maybe come back together. One of them is a pianist, the other one is a dancer. It says, The Lonely Hearts Hotel is a love story with the power of legend, a tale of charismatic pianos, invisible dance partners, radicalized chorus girls, drug-addicted musicians, brooding clowns, and an underworld whose economy hinges on the price of a kiss. In a landscape like this, it takes great creative gifts to overcome one's origins. It also might take true love. So I'm excited to read this. I am adding this to my TBR. I will not be reading this in this video. We are about to go on a walk. It was 19 degrees when we woke up this morning. I think it might be a little warmer, but not by much. So we're gonna bundle up, get our legs moving. It's mid-morning and I am caffeinated and feeling good. So I hope you guys are enjoying your Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you later.
Oh, we got a wave.
Mama wave.
Hello, Internet.
Do I have to lay down?
We got every single night.
Good morning. Yesterday we went to a coffee shop and walked around some antique stores. We ended up coming back and I was so exhausted. I took a nap, and I do not really sleep during the day unless I'm like sick or something. And then we cooked some steaks and we had a lovely dinner together. It was really nice. I have done a little bit of reading in When the Wolf Comes to Call, and I'm really excited to tell you more about this book. It really gets into it like immediately as far as the horror goes, so I was pretty shocked and stunned by the opening of it. Continued to do a little bit more reading in that last night. Today we are going into town to watch the USC Carolina Gamecocks versus Clemson game. We're going to go and get a coffee again at the same spot that we were yesterday. We just love that coffee shop. And then we're going to go to a brewery that's like next to it or up the road from it and see if we can ask them if they're playing the game or not. That's kind of our general plan, and I'm going to take you along with me a little bit more today. We'll see how it goes, but first I have to show you something really insane, so come with me. Jared is reading. Jared, can you tell us what you're reading?
Harry Potter. I've already watched the first 5 movies this month, so I figured I'd start reading the books while I'm here at the cabin.
Wow.
I don't know if I'll make it through the whole thing though.
That's okay. How far in are you, like right now?
Chapter 3.
Page?
87.
87. Wow. I
300.
cannot believe it. I'm stunned. Jared is reading a fiction book. This is the library at the cabin. My mom is a librarian and my dad is a carpenter, and so this is the product of those two interests. I want to give you a tour, but she very specifically does not want them to be organized. She likes them being all mishmashed. So we can give you a couple angles to give you the vibe. She does let me take some stuff from here. Not a lot, but I'll probably take 2 or 3 books. When I saw that she'd gotten a Billy Summers, I think I might want to take that with me to read. Down here I spotted a new release, or maybe it was last year or something, A Far Wilder Magic, and it's like folklore romantasy. I might take this. Candle tour.
So, Kathy, in 2 minds, do I light a fire outside?
No, don't. I mean,
Or
I shouldn't say that. If you want to sit outside.
yes, I don't. I'm asking.
Good man.
There's deep sadness in the cabin
Why?
because the Gamecocks incredibly lousy.
You know what?
It
We're not
was-
defined
it was-
by their loss.
No,
We'll
but
laugh.
it was difficult. It was incredibly difficult, very hard.
So we're all in low spirits,
I'm not
yes.
really in low spirits.
except for Kate.
Except-
Well,
and-
I'm only in low spirits because Jared just, his knee hurts.
Jared's knee hurts. We're in low spirits, so we need to up the vibes. Vibes are low.
But see, putting on Christmas music, does that really do it?
Yes, I love Christmas music.
Does it really?
I said that I was gonna bring you along with us as we were doing our things, and I did not. I did not take you out of the backpack at the brewery, nor the coffee shop, or on the drive, so I was a bad vlogger, alas. Hello, I've been reading When the Wolf Comes Home by Nat Cassidy, and I'm a little over halfway through it. I wanted to give you an update about my actual reading progress before we leave. It's Saturday evening, we're leaving tomorrow morning. let me tell you my thoughts. Jessa is the main character, and she is an aspiring actress, and she works at a diner. The story gets going really quickly. The plot is very accelerated, which I appreciate and I do look for in a horror. I think it's one of the reasons why I've been gravitating towards short horror, because I'm expecting it to move a little quicker. Now, this book is not long by any sense of the word, but it is like 280 pages rather than like a novella size. I've not read the synopsis, so I'm gonna give you like a general gist of what happens in the first 30 pages of this book. I don't know if this is what's included in the synopsis, but I will tell you what I'm about to say is definitely within the beginning of the book. Jessa, she's working her job, and in cleaning the diner bathroom accidentally pokes herself with a needle that has been used. Honestly, it's super unsettling and very relatable, the medical paranoia that she's kind of put into after that happens. In a mad dash, she ends up putting herself in a situation where this young child is relying upon her, and it turns out the child has a little bit more to their story than she anticipates. I mean, so far this book is exceptional. I can't think of anything else from a horror book that I would expect or want. I'm deeply unsettled, but it's also speculative, so it's far enough away from me as far as like what is possible in reality that I'm more fascinated and intrigued than like genuinely unsettled, if that makes sense. I think this could also lead into creature feature. Like, you can see it on the cover, you can see it in the title, When the Wolf Comes Home. Like, is this gonna get speculative? And I do think it will. But I know that I like Nat Cassidy's writing. I read Mary around this time last year and gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I've not read Nestlings by him, and that's more because of like content base. I don't think it's something that I'm really that interested in getting scared by, but I love Nat Cassidy's writing, and I think I would like to read everything else that he's done, but I'll probably avoid that one. So I was expecting to read some in Milkman. I'm 64 pages into this book. This is my book club book. It is my book club book because it's the Booker Prize winner, and that was our prompt for this month. Man, I have got to do some work on this. It's set in Northern Ireland during the Troubles, and it is so far has a lot of paranoia in it. I don't know if it's explicitly a crime book or if it's more just like lit fic. So genre-wise, I don't know what's happening with this one, but I do know that I want to like put some more time into this, and was definitely expecting to do more work in this weekend, but I literally haven't picked it up since I've been here. I just want to mention this book to you because I would love to listen to the audiobook or maybe make some progress in it tomorrow during my drive home or something like that, because I genuinely I need to make progress in this book. That is what we've got going on. I'm gonna keep reading tonight, and we'll see how far I get in my book When the Wolf Comes Home. So I will talk to you later. Okay, so it is the morning that we're leaving, and I'm definitely very sad to be going. The weather here has been really, really chilly, like very cold up until this morning. It's around 40 degrees outside right now, and it's so much more pleasant than it was the last few mornings. It's around 11 o'clock. We're gonna probably pack up and head out soon. I did do a little bit more reading of When the Wolf Comes Home last night and this morning, and so I'm closing in on the 70% mark. I would really love to be able to finish that book today. Reading on my Kindle is just like, I'm rocking through it, you know. Definitely, I love a physical book, I really do, but for traveling and the ease of how light it is and how easy it is to read, I really enjoy the Kindle. So I'm glad that I had that with me. I also this morning have been listening to Milkman, so that is my book club book I was showing you last night. I definitely wanted to get at least a couple of pages read in that, so I've been able to do that this morning. I'd like to be able to do a little bit more, and we'll see how the drive goes. Once I get down the mountain, I'm fine as far as like motion sickness goes, so I think Jared is gonna drive. We might switch off halfway through depending on what he wants. Yeah, I love this place. I'm really grateful for this time. Every time that we come up here, I'm just reminded of all of the Thanksgivings that I grew up like my family, just I don't have a big family here. It was always my mom and my dad and my brother, and my family is Irish. My parents are Irish, and Thanksgiving was not like a big deal for us, so we would always go hiking, and just bring a picnic lunch, and the four of us would go on a hike, and it would be just what it was. Now that I'm married, I've got a much bigger family, and in the past couple years we've done like a big Thanksgiving meal, like something a little bit more traditionally American, and this year just didn't come out that way for a couple different reasons, but I'm really fine with it. I'm very happy to be back here, and it just, especially around Thanksgiving, it's reminiscent of a lot of my childhood Thanksgiving, so it was really nice to be up here with my mom and dad. And I do think I got some good reading done, so I will probably give you an update at the end of the day today. Next you see me, I'll be back home and let you know if I was able to finish When the Wolf Comes Home and how far I got in Milkman. So sad to be leaving, but you know, when you miss a place, that means it's much more fun to come back to, you know. Okay, bye. Hello, we made it back home safely. I do not know what was in the air, but that travel day was tough. I was restless and just like really just not comfortable. So I did no reading that day, and I did not finish When the Wolf Comes Home. Since then, I have finished it, and I'm really happy to tell you that I gave that book 5 stars. I love Nat Cassidy's writing. I know that I do. His concept for this book and his vision for it was really like aspirational and quite original, very creative, and I think I just really appreciated how far he took it. Like, he really committed to the bit. He was like, I'm gonna full send this. Like, if I'm doing this weird, no, we're gonna like fully explore what the implications of this are. So I know that's vague, and I'm not going to tell you any more about the book. If you like horror, you should check it out. It was a relatively easy read. Like, his writing just flows really smoothly, and like I said, it's not the longest book ever. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I will also let you know that I did end up rating The Long Game, and I picked 4 stars for that. I know like how much I loved it, but a contemporary romance is just not going to be as hard-hitting for me personally unless it literally makes me cry or something like that. But I really did love it, and if you like that type of genre, you should check it out. That's all for me today and with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed coming up to the cabin with me half as much as I did. I just love that place so much. So if you have not subscribed already and you like bookish content, feel free to do so. I would really love to have you. And other than that, have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next one. Bye.